What the hell?
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 Hello, everybody, and welcome to What the Hell Should I Watch? Our weekly rundown of what we're watching, which may become what you're watching. And we come at you every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time on stevestebbing.ca. And this week, Steven Spielberg is digging back into his alien bag to bring us a new epic film. There is a new film out of Australia that features one of the actors from Talk to Me in the leading role. And it's got a lot of great reviews. And my wife would be really proud of me because I am bringing possibly her favorite musical ever, or a current favorite musical, but it's now available on 4K. So let's just get the ball rolling with my favorite segment to bring whenever we can bring it. This is the mailbag. Two messages this week that came to us through some videos, and I always love it when people comment on our videos and I can read these ones out. But the first one comes from Belated Reflections, which can almost be the name of this podcast sometimes with some of the late picks we bring. But they said, I dug The Burrows too, and I recommend it. And yeah, agreed. I totally recommended it. Don't know if it's a show that you'll want to get to, but it's kind of fun. And the other one is from someone who's commented on our stuff before, Mr. Leopard, who says, I was genuinely surprised by not only how well made Backrooms is, but also how thought-provoking. After the film, my mind was buzzing with implications of tesseracts and dimensional folding. And I mean, I fell down the rabbit hole big time into all the lore. Now all of my suggested videos are like luminal videos that people have created over the years, which are a lot of water slides with like beach balls and beach ball like creatures and snakes coming out. Yeah. It's just really, really weird stuff. Yeah. And like sometimes it's like a guy in a hazmat suit riding an inner tube.
Yep.
Yeah. It's all just so weird. There's so many different levels of that liminal analog stuff. So it's all being suggested to me now because I've gone through down the rabbit hole too many times. It makes me wonder, if I did clip into the Backrooms, what would I do? Would I explore?
That's the only thing you can do. It's either explore or sit down and wait to die. I mean,
that's
die
fair.
Anyways.
But I mean, Clark, we'll talk about Backrooms for 1 second. Clark has an exit and an entry.
Yes,
and
but
he
that is
chooses to.
Yeah. That's not a classic aspect of the Backrooms. So the fact that there is that natural entry point that's just kind of constantly there is a new lore piece to the Backrooms.
Gotcha.
Because even the one where the company goes through, they created that. They didn't find it. They created it.
Mm-hmm. Async?
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Again, we could dedicate probably episodes to Backrooms. Like, it's just one of those things. But Mr. Leopard, I definitely hold your opinion for sure. God, that's I clearly fell into that trap. All right, so let's see what's fresh for your eyeballs this week. Steven Spielberg heading back to a familiar bag because I believe this is his sixth film about aliens at this point. So he really digs aliens a lot, clearly, and has the questions that a lot of people do across the world. And I think he's reaching that connection between human and alien with this film. It's called Disclosure Day.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? Starring Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, and Colman Domingo. Directed by Steven Spielberg.
So I have to say, especially in the modern era of films, Disclosure Day, and possibly because it was Steven Spielberg that made this film, had the most stealth marketing of any movie. It was all so ambiguous. I think the only thing you can glean is it's about aliens. Everything else is super mysterious about this films, and all of the trailers, even up to the final trailer, illustrates that. That said, that's essentially how you get dropped into this film. There is no preamble or exposition or epilogue or anything to this. Josh O'Connor is just on the run, and he has some files, or he has something in a backpack, essentially. And Colin Firth works for a shadowy organization who has control of some sort of unearthly rod that he can hold that gives them physical pain, but he can basically find anybody. So it's like parts War of the Worlds, parts Minority Report. Like, it's kind of like a mixture of films and themes that Spielberg has already tackled. And he made the story for this film as well, which is a rare thing when it comes to Spielberg. But he's been mulling this around for decades. And for a large portion of this film, I had serious issues with it. And I think it came down to, it felt messy, especially not knowing certain things in the film. I will say that the third act has some really great bring it together moments, and things that really worked. And it has like a very generational boomer optimism about everyone finding out about aliens.
What?
That I don't think is real. Well, that's what Disclosure Day is, right? It's the day everyone finds out about aliens. And it's, I don't know, it feels a little generationally stunted for sure. And an optimism that's hard to, with all the tribalism in the world, is really hard to think that there's going to be this awestruck, like that we're going to be more in awe of the discovery, that we'll put other things aside for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I initially started seeing the ads for this, 100%, like, on Reddit, like, that's where I would see the ads for this, and I saw the title, and I immediately thought of, like, the real world, like, event of, like, you know, dumbass is gonna release the alien files instead of the other ones.
Yeah.
And like that was my immediate thought. So as much as this film did interest me, I was still like, we couldn't have called it anything else.
Yeah. I didn't like the title. Else? Yeah, I didn't like the title really. And as much as I love Josh O'Connor, I think he is miscast in this movie. And I like the actor a lot. He just, in comparison of characters that are in this one, Emily Blunt, who's incredible in this film, Colman Domingo, I feel like Josh O'Connor kind of gets a little lost in being a little bit bland in this film. And It's definitely lesser tier Spielberg, but it's still Spielberg. Spielberg still knows how to make a really entertaining looking film on the big screen. He is the master for a reason, and he's like the pinnacle of my generation of watching films, I would say. Like, Spielberg is special, and I was looking forward to Disclosure Day just being a Spielberg film, because he brings the same elements together. I mean, down to the crew and everything, and everyone who's putting this film together. It's people he's worked with over and over again. And yeah, is everything about Spielberg screams big screen. So I'm happy in that regard. I also, somebody that's not mentioned in that cast list that I think is interesting is Wyatt Russell is Emily Blunt's boyfriend in this movie. And it's really funny because Spielberg's first film was a film called The Sugarland Express, and the star of that film was Goldie Hawn, which is Wyatt Russell's mom. He's Wyatt and Kurt Russell. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's kid.
Okay.
Also actors in the peer of this, and then like the first scene, they're at a wrestling match in the very first scene, and wrestlers Lance Archer, Brian Cage, and wrestling legend Chavo Guerrero Jr. are in the beginning of the film. As an AEW fan, I was quick to notice that one. Let's get nerdy here. It was written by David Coep, who Spielberg has written multiple, who's done multiple films with Spielberg, because Coep wrote four other films for Spielberg: Jurassic Park, Lost Worlds, Jurassic Park, War of the Worlds, and Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And for this movie, he wrote 42 different drafts for this movie, which is the most in his writing career. I just wanted to get it right for Spielberg, being this was like his original idea that he'd been developing for a long time. And the last time because I've actually already talked about David Coep on the show before, because he wrote Cold Storage, which is an odd and gross little film.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. The score for this film is done by John Williams, who is arguably the living goat. There's no better. I mean, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I mean, John Williams is the man. Jaws. He's the goat. He's the greatest living composer at this point. I think the only one close to him passed a couple of years ago, Ennio Morricone, was really, really great as well. But John Williams has got to be probably the most broadly memorable internationally. Yeah. You know a John Williams score when you hear it. That said, Disclosure's score is a little weird to me sometimes in just its execution. Like, it's great because it's John Williams in that full, robust, like orchestral style, but it still feels a little weird sometimes. There's something about the score that just really didn't work for me. And then, speaking of long collaborations with Steven Spielberg, the film was shot by Janusz Kaminski. This would mark the 21st collaboration between Spielberg and Kaminski. So the first time they collaborated was Schindler's List, which that was 30 years before this film went to camera. And again, I was talking about the just a little trivia here. I was talking about the how the marketing was really secretive. And it's because it's just designed, because as Spielberg has stated, the entire third act of the movie is not used in the film's marketing, advertising, or publicity or any way.
That's good. That's how it should be.
It always should be that. And I don't know why this is like not the norm. It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I do feel like it has something to do with like dwindling theater audiences. So
yeah, entirely
filmmakers specifically feel like they have to sell a movie with its trailer, and they're trying to achieve that by giving you everything, telling you everything.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, you've taken away the reason to go see it now, though.
Exactly. So I don't know. For Spielberg, this feels kind of abstract in his own way, especially with his method of revealing storytelling reveals. So it's really kind of like a tough one to like recommend, but I came out on the better side of it. It might be a film that has diminishing returns the more I think about it.
I've seen some negative things.
All right, so let's move on to a film that is going to be hitting in limited release, but I contend should be put on the list of notable horror films for 2026. This film is called Leviticus.
Two teenage boys must escape a violent entity that takes the form of the person they desire most, each other. Starring Joe Bird, Stacey Clausen, Jeremy Blewett. Jeremy Blewett.
He just blew it. In the end, he blew it. He just blew it, man. He had it going for him, and he just blew it.
Ewan Leslie, Davida McKenzie, Nicholas Hope, Zamira Newman, and Mia Wasikowska.
She was Alice.
Mia Wasikowska.
She was Alice in Alice in
Wonderland.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I was so blown away to see her play a mom in this.
I know, it's weird. It's like it's time weird. Progresses.
It was written and directed by Adrian Chiarella.
All right, yeah. So this one, there's no way around saying it was deeply heartbreaking. This film, it's harsh. It has so many themes at play, and one of the most interesting ones in my eyes at the end of the film was the take on gay conversion.
Yep, love that.
That they're doing in this.
I clocked that like when I saw the trailer. I was like, this movie is about gay conversion camps. They're just
and
like
gay panic. Yeah, panic in a religious community. But I mean, that is the pole in which everything's built around. And I think that's what I really, really enjoyed about this film. And I mean, you know, let's getting fully spoiler here. When you find out the mom knew exactly what the ramifications of all of it was. And it's like just when you think the heart can't break more, it does. And the paranoia in this film is so well done. The fake outs are really great in this film, and our two central performances are phenomenal. Joe Bird played the brother in Talk to Me. Gets a really big opportunity to shine right here in this film. It's just a really, really well done film, and genuinely gets under your skin in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, for sure. I was really excited for this film, and it definitely lived up to those expectations. It is equally heartbreaking as it is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say it's more so heartbreaking. I found it a little bit hard to pinpoint the era. I would say that it's like early 2010s.
Yeah, because it's also Australia too, and it's like like small, really like not even just small town Australia, but like spit town Australia.
Yeah, which is already like, worrying.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But no, like the performances in this from everybody were really, really great.
The implications of it all, like the fact that what you love is coming to maybe coming to kill you.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like for that to be the method in which they're going to break the gayness from them is insane.
Yeah.
Insane. It's just an insane thought.
Yeah. And another huge theme of this film that just keeps coming up over and over and over again is betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
From everybody.
It's what led to the exposing of everything, right?
Yeah. And then it keeps happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like that. Like, you can't trust anybody. And all just because of something that you can't even control. And it's sad. Like, it's rough. And it is, I think, the perfect, I think their release date is perfect. Yeah. Middle of Pride Month. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I really hope people see this because it is only coming out in a very limited capacity, especially across Canada. At this point, I think I think a international release date is a ways off, but this one hits hits today, North America wide. So definitely check it out. It's one of the best films of 2026, and it kind of continues a trend of every couple of weeks now. Something really awesome is coming out in theaters in the horror department. So very exciting times, especially new filmmakers as well. Just a few nerdy bits on this one. The score for this one is done by Jed Kurzel, who did he's Justin Kurzel's brother. They've collaborated numerous times, but he did the score for Slow West with Cody Smith-McPhee and Michael Fassbender. Also, Monkey Man did the score for that one. Dev Patel and The Babadook for Jennifer Kent did the score for that. Of course, I got to bring the ones I didn't enjoy because you got to bring in the garbage sometimes. He did the score for Alien Covenant, and I really don't like this film. It's got a few good kills in it, but otherwise, I really dislike that film. Assassin's Creed, the Michael Fassbender adaptation.
God. That movie has been coming up a lot in my life recently, and I don't know why.
It's one of the movies that they're trying to make popular, a bad movie that the internet is championing by showing little clips from it.
Stop.
Yeah. They do. The internet does that, and it really pisses me off. It really upsets me.
It's still a bad movie, guys.
Yeah, it's still a bad movie.
It hasn't changed. It's still the same movie.
Some of the spoof movies, like Date Movie and Epic Movie, they've been used, or superhero movie and stuff. They've been like using clips, and they're like, "Oh, this was peak," and you're like,
"No, stop with the psyops." I wake up, there's another psyop.
Yeah, it's not good. And Macbeth also with Michael Fassbender. Both Assassin's Creed and Macbeth were directed by Justin Kurzel, his brother, though. The film was shot by Tyson Perkins, who's an Aussie cinematographer who did the series of an Aussie franchise I really enjoy called Mystery Road Origin. It's got Mark Cole Smith in it, who is in Beast of War. He's like the lead, like Maori dude.
Yeah.
He's the lead in Mystery Road Origin.
Okay.
Yeah, but Leviticus, it's going to need your support this week, and if it makes it another week, so get out there and see it. It made a lot of kids that are unsure about their sexuality groan in the audience before Backrooms, in my experience. But watch it because it's fucking great. And Chloe's right. It's perfectly released in the middle of June. It's just perfect. All right, I got one thing to talk about on Blu-ray, and my wife should fast forward the episode to exactly this point. It's right on the blue this week, and this was actually a 2020 pandemic like Disney Plus release that then got a re-release in theaters just last year, and now it's on 4K. And if you're into musicals, I generally am not, but I dug this one and that Daniel Radcliffe one. This one is Hamilton.
The real life of one of America's foremost founding fathers and first Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, captured live on Broadway from the Richard Rodgers Theater with the original Broadway cast. Starring Daveed Diggs, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Jonathan Groff, Christopher Jackson, Jasmine Cephas Jones, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Leslie Odom Jr., Okirit Onaudawan, Onaudawan, something like that. God help me. Anthony Ramos and Philippa Sue. Directed by Thomas Kail.
So yeah, you know this. I'm not a musical guy. I've never claimed to be a musical guy unless it's Team America or South Park or something Trey Parker and Matt Stone wrote, or something goofy or Eight Crazy Nights. Like it's got to have kind of a hook to bring me in.
Eight Crazy Nights is a crazy pull.
It is a crazy pull, but it's about Hanukkah, so whatever.
Yeah.
But there was the Daniel Radcliffe, Jonathan Groff, Merrily We Roll Along that really surprised me. And my wife had been pushing and pushing and pushing for me to watch Hamilton, like basically since it got released on Disney Plus. And I kind of put it off for a while. It was almost like a joke, like a nightly joke. Like like, what do you want to watch? She's like, Hamilton. And I'd be like, now? And because it's like it's over 3 hours long, right? Like it's a really long production. But we finally watched it, and fuck, it's really well done. Like the songs are catchy, the performances are incredible, and the stagecraft and the movement and how they can seamlessly do shifts in perspective with the stage is astounding. Like the levels in which this production is executed, then to couple it with like making a theatrical experience with that is incredible. Like the amount of work that went into it is crazy. And Lin-Manuel Miranda like assembled the dream team of the production from different productions to assemble like the best version to put on camera. And yeah, it's really well done. Like it was an absolute shocker surprise for me to have not one but two musicals, Broadway musicals that really floored me. So yeah, I really have to hand it to Hamilton. It's everything that the hype has built it up to be. Like it is just like a solid piece of filmmaking. Somebody that's not added to that cast list, Ariana DeBose is actually part of the cast, though she's just kind of like background, but she's a prominent background and Academy Award winner now. And the other thing, Thomas Kail, who directed this one, he also did the FX series Fozzie Verdon, which has Michelle Williams in it, which is his wife. So interesting fact. Nerdy thing here. It was shot by Declan Quinn, who is just a stacked career for decades now, but done such films like Leaving Las Vegas, In America, and Breakfast on Pluto, which are all films I really enjoyed. And he's no stranger when it comes to doing Broadway for film, because he also did the Rent movie not the movie that they made, but the Broadway stage that they did in movie form. He did the cinematography for that one. And odd things in his filmography. He also shot Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, which is just like a weird thing to see on a resume. Just
Yeah.
the weird comedy 3D interlude that we now know in the Nightmare on Elm Street saga. It's just weird. Music video wise, because I'm a big nerd for those, he did a couple of Smashing Pumpkins music videos. He did The End is the Beginning is the End, and he did the video for Tonight, as well as The Fly for U2. So some classic 90s music videos there for sure. But yeah, Hamilton, this one again is also super divisive. You're going to watch this one. If you're going to watch it, you probably have already, or you might have actually seen the real fucking deal on Broadway. And I'm jealous for that, because it looks like a lot of fun to take in. All right, let's move on to something you can stream right now. Yes, the streaming pile this week. And Mubi is a big one when it comes to international film. And they bringing the release has been on there for probably a month or more now. It's been on the streaming service, and it actually played the Vancouver International Film Festival last year. But we didn't get around to it because we had a crammed full year. But now, finally, it was able to check it out. This one is Sound of Falling.
A remote German farm harbors generations of secrets. 4 women, separated by decades but united by trauma, uncover the truth behind its weathered walls. Starring Hannah Hecht, Lena Urzendowski, Lainey Geisler, Suzanne West, Louise Heyer, and Leah Drinda. Written and directed by Masha Shalinsky. Available on Mubi.
This is a really interesting film, and I think it's a film that you would dig as well.
It sounds like I would.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the main eras that kind of kick everything off is the World War II era. And the conscription era for kids to join the Hitler Youth and the German army and everything, and the Nazis. But then, like, basically the depression, the bipolar, the generational sadness that permeates through each generation to follow, because the way this film kind of moves in a mosaic of this family's bloodline and the women in it, and the mental illness that permeates it. But I mean, setting up with that that World War II era where your family, these girls are, and the mother is involved in doing this, is hobbling the boys so they don't get taken away. Like cutting off limbs or breaking legs or doing whatever they can to make it so they're unusable for war. And I mean, that alone is stunning on a level that is almost speechless. Like, there's stuff about this film that's absolutely shocking, and the way that it's executed in almost a home video way. Like, it's not a found footage film, but it does feel intimate in the regard of like just another person in the room. Of course, done in that beautiful ratio that I really love to see. That feels like festival when I'm seeing it. When I'm seeing like that aspect ratio, I feel like, oh, we're in a festival film right now. And I definitely feel like this one would have been a devastating, like when the credits hit, just like, you remember multiple times of these moments where when that credits hit, you're just like, whew.
Yeah.
Sound of Falling is definitely that type of film. Like I was really, really astounded by this film. And I know eventually we'll be talking about it again when you see it, because it's definitely on your radar, I'm sure. I think it was even on your list as well.
pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just not one that we could make work. Just one little nerdy bit about this film. The cinematographer of this one is Fabian Gamper, and he actually did 2 Rammstein videos. He did a video for Angst, and he did the video for Zeit. So,
awesome.
Good stuff. If there's a Rammstein music video in your filmography, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna dredge it up, and I'm gonna bring it because it's Rammstein. But art film, foreign film, I definitely, if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check this one out. It's in German, so yeah, check out Sound of Falling for sure. All right, I added a couple of cool things to the library, so let's check them out. Yes, just as House of Dragon will be making its debut on Sunday, June 21st for season 3. I now have in my collection a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the last series in the Game of Thrones that they put out. And the reception to this show was a hell of a lot better than the reception at first was to House of the Dragon. I really think this one was an easy hit for a lot of people. It treads a lot more in the comedy vein, and it also is a lot smaller in the fact that we're just following 2 characters. We don't have like an ensemble of different characters, right? We have a couple central that we're following. Yeah, excited to get this one, and Warner sent it to me on 4K, so I have some deep love about that. Also, and I saw this one trending a lot on Letterboxd. A lot of the people that I follow gave it a great review, and then I started digging into it and seeing a lot more peer reviews of it, and was just like a no-brainer for me to grab from Allied Moviesing, and that's this film Redux, that is made by these brothers, the McManus brothers, Kevin and Matthew McManus, and Michaela McManus is the lead in this film. It's like a time loop film where a serial killer killed her husband or son. Might be the son. And so she gets revenge in a time loop over and over again. She kills this serial killer over and over again in a time loop. And I'm like, that just sounds so fucking cool. Like, that sounds like exactly my type of movie. So I was all over this one, and I'm excited to bring it back to the show and give my full rounded thoughts on it, and get the word out on it, because that's what indie film's all about. It's all about the word of mouth.
Yeah. But
Oh.
I think this one's a little old. It's a little bit of an old butt. Have you reviewed this?
I reviewed it. Yeah, I reviewed it.
Okay.
The week after release.
Okay, yeah. So I am late, but I saw Hokum. It was something that I wanted to see for a while, and it kind of just fell off my radar, I guess. I love Adam Scott, so I mean, who doesn't?
And in this movie, he's a fucking asshole.
He's a dick, dude. I mean, he's kind of good at playing a dick, though, because he's also kind of a dick in Severance a little bit. So, and I mean, like, he just looks like he would be a dick. Like, I'm not saying that Adam Scott is a dick, but it's just like, if somebody told me, hey, like, Adam Scott is actually kind of an asshole, I'd be like, all right. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I like how there's like multiple aspects going on. Like, I like how we have murder along with this supernatural aspect. And I like how we're kind of left like guessing a little bit, like what what was the witch and what was like human depravity, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And what was mushrooms?
yeah, well, it was technically all mushrooms, was it not? But the mushrooms is what allowed the non-mushroom, like the mushrooms was what allowed the real events to occur.
Mm-hmm.
Because without them, they wouldn't be open enough to whatever. Mushrooms, goat milk, mushrooms, mushroom goat milk.
I love that character though.
Jerry, yeah, he was great.
Jerry's great.
Yeah. When he died, I was pretty upset. It's like, no. I like the setting a lot. I really like the like middle of nowhere Irish inn. Like I think that's pretty cool. I feel like I've seen the set somewhere. Like I feel like I've seen this building somewhere, but I cannot pinpoint where. Like maybe possibly Death of a Unicorn, but that sounds wrong.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. Because that one was way more high tech.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just feel, or maybe all Irish, British, rural inns look like this. I don't know.
It's just all blending into one.
Yeah, they just all look exactly the same. But no, I thought it was great. I don't have like a crazy amount to say about it because even though it was good, it wasn't anything revolutionary to me.
Mm-hmm. Did it make you jump at all in it?
It did. Yeah.
His imagery sometimes, Damien McCarthy, he's so effective, especially Adam Scott falling asleep in the bed.
Yeah.
And then waking up and the bunny man's above him is like
the bunny dude was the creepiest part to me.
Yeah.
That was the scariest part. Jack the Jackass.
Yeah.
That was great.
I also really like just the hint of seeing a face emerge out of the shadow when it comes to the witch.
Yeah.
Very effective.
Yeah. This is an interesting tidbit that I just saw, like when I was just looking at my general overview of the film, like I do when I watch movies. But the actor that played the bellboy also played Jack the Jackass. It was a double role.
Yeah.
Which I found really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has like a deeper meaning or if it's just like a budget thing. But
did you know that the end of Oddity ties into this film?
It does?
The end of Oddity is the sister gifts gives what's named the bellboy bell. And he rings it.
Oh.
And then the bellboy is standing behind him as the last shot.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I like Colin McCarthy. I can't wait for what's next.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is a damn cool movie.
I think Oddity was a little bit more highbrow than this. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what comes next.
And Caveat is like rougher for sure.
Yes.
Like super rough around the edges, but still really great.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost ready to get out of here, but I've got some reminders first. Out this week on 4K and DVD, Blu-ray and DVD as well, but 4K and in a really cool steelbook that has like, I'll explain it in a sec, but Super Mario Brothers Galaxy is now available. And yeah, about this steelbook, it's the invincibility star, like a block. It's like a block, so that's cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Also, it comes in a gift set as well. It's a Walmart exclusive gift set, and that one comes with like an egg, a Yoshi egg on a stand.
That's cool.
That one. So if you're looking for the collectibles, those are available out there. I didn't have really great things to say about this one, that's for sure. For It felt very corporate. But for more of my thoughts on it, you can check out my review because I reviewed it on the April 10th episode. But Chloe also gave her thoughts on this film, and she reviewed it on the May 22nd episode. So check that out there. Also out this week on 4K and Blu-ray, Scream 7. Yes, we're going to go down the road of films that I really didn't enjoy a lot, but I might as well tell you that they're out. And also, this one has a beautiful red-looking steel book that, I mean, I have 1 through 6, so why wouldn't I get 7 just to be a completionist, even though I hate it? But I would get it in the steelbook version because it's a lot cooler looking. But also, if you buy off Amazon, they have a limited edition gift set on there. There are only 5,000 copies of it made, so you probably want to jump on that sooner than later. And I reviewed it on the March 6th episode and definitely attempted to cut its throat. Yeah, definitely tried to go for that. But can we get something that we liked out on this podcast? Yes, because Ready or Not 2, Here I Come is on Blu-ray. They didn't make a 4K for this one. What is the deal, Disney Fox? What the hell, man? But as I will say, I did not enjoy this one as much as the first film, but it is still fun, and I love to see Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton together, put them in movies as a duo vanquishing bad guys forever for me, and I'd be so happy. But I reviewed it on the April 3rd episode, so you can check it out there. Well, that does it all for us for this week, but what are we going to talk about next week? Next week on the show, Toy Story 5, because we cannot let Andy just give his toys away and not know what happens to them after his sister gives the toys away, because we got to keep knowing what happens. But what happens when technology gets involved? That's the question. Also, Hugh Jackman in The Death of Robin Hood. I am definitely going to be checking out this one. It's directed by Michael Sarnowski, who did Pig and A Quiet Place Day One, which is a film that's far better than anybody thought it was going to be. I think I did say it's my favorite in the series because it is so goddamn good. And Haley Kiyoko wrote and directed a movie called Girls Like Girls. I'm not sure how wide the release is going to go with this one, but I've been hearing some good things about this, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. There's an indigenous LGBTQ film coming out called Bloodlines that also has some good review. And like I've already said, House of the Dragon Season 3 kicks off on Sunday, the 21st of June. So I'm going to ride my dragon ass into that. But that brings us to a close here. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and Blue Sky at the Stevel Dead.
You can find me on Letterboxd at HoneyBunChloe.
You can also find all of the episodes for this show on stevestebbing.ca or go to the YouTube page and please like and subscribe. You can also find us on shiftheads.ca. You can hear me a few different places. First, on After the Credits with Marina, Bill, and Melissa. You can find those episodes at atcpod.ca. You can also hear me on Tremble, the Horror Podcast with Kurt and Taylor. You can find those episodes at 3angrynerds.com. And you can also hear me now on Kelowna's AM 1150 every Friday just after the 8:30 news break. And you can also hear me on Shane Hewitt and the Night Shift, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Toronto's News Talk 1010, found on the iHeartRadio network. You can also get all of those episodes wherever you get your favorite podcast. And that does it for us. We've emptied out our list for this week. So until next week, bye-bye.